Good morning and welcome to the Childsy Persico show, brought to you by White Upper Bush, live on Facebook and also now on 92.7 FM. So for those that aren't tech savvy, like Toot out of the East Coast, you can tune into your wireless. The best part about that is you don't have to look at Mark Childs' face. I'm Anton Persico. This is Mark Childs. Childsy, how are you this morning?
I'm great, thanks, Persico. Morena, everybody. Another fantastic day's rugby ahead for us, and welcome to the show.
Cool. Now, I want to start by thanking our sponsors. We've had loads of new sponsors come on board. So, Barbershop Geordie have given us two $40 vouchers. The Offering Cafe in Greytown have given us, 50 free coffees this morning? 50 free coffees. Andre and Leone from McDonald's and Masterton, they've given us 40 more Big Mac combos. Mark Childs from Ray White has also donated $300 for a prize, which we'll cover with you shortly. And also the White Swan and Greytown have done $100 in meal vouchers. So we've got loads of vouchers to give away. And we're actually doing this week what we call a pick the score competition. So we're going to choose a game of the round, a match of the round. And if you can, in the comments below, choose the winning team and the exact score, you're going to win all of those prizes. So how cool is that, Childsy?
Well, not great for my bank balance, but yeah, let's hope you do pretty well on picking the score.
Cool. Now, I believe you got some breaking news from the Morrison Club.
Well, prior to that, we've got a couple of guests on the show today. James Bruce, the defending Tui Cup coach of the Martinborough side, and Daryl Daz Pickering is going to join us from the Carlton Rugby Club, so we'll look forward to chatting to those guys shortly.
Cool.
Breaking news from last week, the Morrison rugby team deducted 3 competition points for fielding an unregistered player against Carterton. Now, there's been some big talking points out of this decision. Me, for one, I've got some questions for you, Persico, given that you are affiliated to Morrison, of course.
Look,
but question number one, before you butt in again on me, is why has Morrison still got 1 competition point out of that game? And 2, why hasn't Carterton been awarded the points?
Look, good question. Look, the rules are the rules. I believe Morrison obviously lost 3 points. I think Carterton should have been awarded their the points that Morrison lost. However, the decision's been made, so Morrison lose 3 points, and they promise to do 50 Hail Marys and 10 Our Fathers, and then we'll just call it quits and move along.
Yeah, the other question I've got for you, though, is the confessions box at the church this week would be pretty full, wouldn't it?
Good on you, Childsy.
Oh, no, it won't, because you spend most of your time in there, don't you?
Good on you, Childsy.
Good stuff,
on you, Childsy. All right, moving along. We're going to get straight into the Moose Carpenny Cup games from last week. The first game we're going to cover is Marty versus Ekatahuna. So we're going to welcome James Bruce to the show. Brucey, good morning.
Kia ora, people. How are we all?
Good. You on the farm, Brucey?
Yeah, on the farm. Yep. Just been dagging and drenching some sheep and getting stuff organised here.
Cool. Childy's got a couple of questions for you about this game.
Well, no, I haven't.
Well, Brucey, tell us about the game. What happened out there? I believe you were down with 5 minutes to go.
Just on that. Why is Childsy only putting $300 up? He's rolling in it, and he's only putting.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I'm lacking listings at the moment, and I'm doing anything I can to get some new ones.
So, Brucey, 5 minutes ago, you were down in that game. You managed to claw back. It would have been devastating to lose 2 in a row. We definitely wouldn't have had you on the show today because you wouldn't have responded to anyone's phone calls. But, look, tell us about the game, what happened. Tell us a little bit about Eki and also your side as well.
Pretty hard-fought battle. Both the last 2 games for us have been pretty close encounters and probably could have gone either way. Ekatahuna, great. They're a great team. They've got some big boys in there. They're pretty well coached and well drilled. And yeah, it was a pretty tough old battle, all right, up front for us against their big boys. But we managed to stay in it for the 80 minutes and come away with the win. There was a fairly big old stop in the game at one stage, waiting for an ambulance for a young fella that got hurt, which is fortunately now okay. And so that put a bit of a stop to everything. I think we were stopped for about 50 minutes in the middle of the game, 6 minutes before half time. So they came out firing after that, and we probably struggled a little bit for a while, and then the boys stuck with it and kind of win.
Now, Brucey, can you just turn around a little bit and show us that moulet you've got going on there?
Yeah.
How good's that? Outstanding performance. Now, I would expect the whole Martinborough team to be turning up looking like that today for the game, the big game at Greytown.
Yeah. There's a few boys sporting one of these. It's going to be the first one to get dreads, I think. We're going to dread them up, so we'll be looking good, all right, towards the end.
You'll need to drench those dreads, though, won't you? Just bring some supplies from the farm.
Hey, Brucey, stay on the line because we'll talk to you shortly about the game that you've got today against Greytown. The next game that we're going to go to is Greytown versus Gladstone. This was a big win by Greytown, and I believe it was quite fiery out there in Gladstone, Childsy. Do you want to tell us how the game went? And obviously, congratulations on a good win too.
Yeah, cheers, Persico. Well, look, it was a fantastic day out at the Gladstone Rugby Club. The senior reserves game was very tightly fought, with Gladstone coming away with a win in the last minute due to a penalty from Jonty Fleming, the son of legendary Greytown at Gladstone and Wairarapa Bush former player Mike Fleming. So I thought once that happened, it could be a bad omen for us. And the first 10 minutes of that game was ferocious. Gladstone came out firing, but luckily we were able to soak up that pressure and turn that around and create some intensity and play for 80 minutes. So it was a really, really good win for us. We haven't won out there that often. Tavita Isaac, our captain, commented, I think only twice in the last 15 years, Greytown have won out at Gladdy, and that just goes to show how hard it is to win out there. They protect their patch with great passion, and their supporters really get them behind them. So it was a really good performance from our guys.
The next game we're going to cover is Carterton versus Pioneer. Carterton get their first win of the season, the big win against Pioneer, and we've got Daryl Pickering on the show. Good morning, Daryl. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Thanks for having me on.
Cool. Look, tell us about the game. You were pretty close against Marist the week before. It would have been good to get your first win away. How did the boys go, and who were your standout players?
Yeah, the boys were hurting that previous week after that close loss to Marist. So to get that first win for many of our young guys, actually get that first win in club rugby was pretty important and lifts the spirits quite a lot. Our young first five, Sam Morrison, he's really been standing out the last couple of weeks, taking the team under his wing and sort of leading us around. He played for us last year, but you can certainly see the difference this year. He's certainly stepped up.
Yeah, there's Neil the Peel Roger there helping up the coaching this season. That's a big boost for the team.
Yeah, Peel's been around for many years. He's Carterton man through and through, and yeah, he has a lot of respect from the playing group, and he knows his stuff. So yeah, he's a massive part of our team.
Cool. Now looking forward to this week's battle for you guys. You've trained well this week.
Yeah, we have. Yep, like I said previously, getting that first win was massive for us, so the confidence is up, and I think we're talking during the week of beating Gladstone probably twice in the last 8 years. So it's always a challenge playing those guys, and we know what they're going to bring, but I think we're up to it, and the boys are hissing.
Cool.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Hey, the next game we're going to cover is Marist hosting East Coast. This was a really cracker of a game. Marist come away with the chocolates, 38-31. This game was played for the Olsen Memorial Cup. East Coast came out firing and scored 2 quick tries in the first 5 minutes. Marist sort of fought back with some penalties, and then it just went try for try until the end of the match. But I was really impressed with Marist and East Coast. They're a really nippy side. But the Beach brothers for Marist really complement that forward pack. And I was also really impressed with the young Alan Malatai at halfback. He was really tidy around the ruck. It was a really good night at Marist too. The East Coast boys stuck around, and it was good to see both sides share a table each. A bit of singing, a bit of laughing, and here's a couple of shots from the club rooms. And this is a little bit reminiscent of Step Brothers. These are the 2 Beach brothers with James Goodger. And look, I think Marist are looking really good this year. And, you know, they did get a little setback with losing 3 points. But what Gerald Laloga said to me is every setback creates a good comeback. So I've still got Marist as favourites to win this competition.
Well, you would say that, wouldn't you?
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, senior reserves, Childsy's going to cover this and go through some results.
Yeah, this is a fantastic competition this season with quite a bit of depth amongst the clubs here, and a lot of players that could easily step into the Premier grade, but preferring to play for reserves. So last weekend's action, I've already mentioned the win of Gladstone over Greytown, 18-17. Featherston went down to Marist, 34-19. Puketoi, a big win over Carterton, 52-12. They're very, very strong this season. Marist came away with a 10-3 victory over Eketahuna. And the Coasties upset Pioneer 7-5 down there at Pioneer. So Richie Red Eye Robertson, he'll be happy with that. This week's action, we're seeing in the North Division, East Coast taking on Puketoi at home. That'll be a big challenge for them. Puketoi are going really well, top of the table in the north there. Pioneer at home to Marist. Featherston at home to Eketahuna. And then Greytown take on Carterton at Old Timers Day. That'll be a huge match there. And Martinborough against Gladstone. So get down to the grounds early if you're a supporter and watch some really, really good rugby in that grade.
Cool. Childsy, do you want to do a quick mention on college rugby as well?
College rugby, yes. So it's kicking off, start of term 3. We have the Wairarapa College First 15 have made the Premier 1 division in Wellington again after beating Paraparaumu boys recently. The Rathgill College First 15 are still in the Central North Island grade. They've had a good start to their pre-season with a fine win over Hatapolda. They're 38-5 and by all accounts going well. And our local competition, which is run on a Wednesday night, featuring the Makota College First 15, the Kuranui College First 15, and the Wairarapa College Rathgill College Second 15s. There's 2 games there on the Wednesday nights at Trust House Memorial Park. So get down and watch that competition. It's really, really exciting to get into the grandstand there. They get good crowds, and it's really, really good rugby. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Hey, now we're going to cover the games, the Moose Company Cup for this weekend. Here's the table. As you see, great. You probably can't see on this, but you can go to the Wairarapa Bush website and also Facebook to get the competition table. Greytown shootout in front. Martinborough, they're out on 10 points. Martinborough out on 7, and then a bit of congestion in the middle of that table with teams on 7 and 6. So it's starting to tighten up a little bit. This week, though, it's a top-of-the-table clash, and this is our match of the round. This is Greytown hosting Martinborough. It's Old Timers Day in Greytown. I believe there's going to be a huge crowd turnout to this one. And for this game, we've got the pick the score competition. So how this works is if you leave a comment below, you need to pick the winning side and the exact score. Only one person can win it. So if you choose your score first in the list of comments, you're the winner. So there's no split prizes. There's no super overs. It's the first person to get that score is going to win $300 cash. How many? 10 coffee vouchers, a free haircut, McDonald's vouchers. Basically, you're going to be the coolest guy in town. Or girl. So leave a comment below. Try and pick that score. This is going to be a massive match. This is going to be epic. Brucey, how have you prepared for this one?
Well, we just last week's win, and we actually went to the pools on Monday in Carterton, and had a bit of fun session there. And then come together Thursday, everyone's pretty fresh and ready to go. So, and really looking forward to it. We've actually got Aporo or Kapani passed away a couple of weeks ago. So we've actually got her tangi in the morning, which is she's sort of the mother of the town, so to speak. One of the many mothers of the town. So there's quite a few fair few of the team going to that in the morning. This morning before the game. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Can't wait, actually. Can't wait. I don't often go to Greytown. I saw it was in the paper that even if fucking poo's touching cloth, I probably wouldn't stop for the toilet there.
Brucey, hey, we could pick the score, you and I, maybe 18 all, and we'll take that $500 worth of prizes. What do you reckon?
Oh, that sounds good. I like that. I'd rather go us up and you can shout me a beer.
Yeah, absolutely. And no match fixing going on here.
Hey, I've got I'm backing Marty on this one. I've actually got your socks on today, Brucey. Got the Marty socks. So I'm backing Marty by 8 on this one. Childsy, who you got? No surprises.
Oh, look, I think I'm going to take Greytown.
Yeah, cool. All right, let's get into the next matches for the round. Eketahuna host Marist. Obviously, I've got Marist on this one after last week's performance. I think they'll get up by 10. Childsy, who you got?
No, Eketahuna will be desperate. They've had 2 losses, so no, I'm going for Eki. Up the chalk.
Cool. And then we've got East Coast hosting Pioneer. I think East Coast are going to be a little bit too nippy for Pioneer. What do you think, Childsy?
I'd have to agree on that one. I'd be taking Coast if I was choosing. So Boom, you're out.
I've got Pioneer. I think they're going to be too strong up front, and they'll win this one by 5 points. Carterton versus Gladstone. Daryl, tell us a little bit about your side. You've sort of gone under the radar this year, I feel, but things could have been really different for you guys if you tipped Marist over in that first week. How's your preparation been?
Yeah, look, our prep's been pretty good this week. We've mainly just been focusing on what we can control. We know what Gladstone always bring, and we're not too worried about them. We'll just focus on what we can do and do that well, and hopefully come away with the spoils come this afternoon.
Awesome, cool. Hey,
I'm picking Carterton for that match, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, right. That means you've got Gladstone.
I've got Gladstone for sure. I think Gladstone are going to be too good. They're going to bounce back after last week's loss and come out firing. So, guys, thank you very much for being on the show. Appreciate it. Good luck for all your games today. I'm going to head down to Old Timers Day in Greytown and watch this match with the Marty boys. I will also be giving out at that game a $40 Barbershop Geordie's voucher. So for the hairiest person I see at the game, I'm going to give you $40 to go and clean your act up. Right, so also, guys, we also want to remind everyone of the Whited Upper Bush What About You campaign. This is about looking out for your mates. So for those that go into the games, get home safely and just watch out for your mates if you could. Childsy, anything more to add?
Yeah, I just see we've had a comment here from one of our viewers. Question. It's like a poll. So the question is, what has Lance Armstrong, the Russian Olympic team, and the Marist got in common? So if you get the answer right, viewers, if you get the answer right, it's a 2-word answer. You get the answer right, you will pick up 10 free coffees from the offering come next week. So get your answers in on that.
Cool. Hey, and for those last week that ordered your signature Mark Childs triple chin face mask, we do have a backlog here. We should have really got these mass produced in China. However, they're made locally. So for all those orders that haven't received one yet, I will endeavour to get this out to you this week. So from the Childsy and Persico show, thanks for watching. As Childsy would say, stay on the ball. See you later.